Okay, let's go over our first problem on the handout. Constanza has 60 pairs of socks. 18 pairs are black. What percentage of her socks is black? Well, we're going to start by drawing our whole bar, and we're told that Constanza has 60 pairs of socks, so we're going to label our whole. Next, we're told that 18 pairs are black, and we're trying to find that percentage. So we can label 18 pairs, which are the black socks, on our bar, and we want to find the percentage of her socks that is black. So now we can begin to solve, now that we have our bar model drawn. So we know that 18 out of 60 of her socks are black. We have a fraction here that we want to change into a percentage. So to change that into a percentage, we want to multiply times 100, which is the same as 100 over 1. Now we can solve, we can cross cancel. We can cross cancel again. We can divide both of those by 2. Now if I rewrite this, I have 18 thirds times 5 over 1. I can simplify this fraction here by dividing both by 3. Now I have 6 over 1 times 5 over 1. I multiply my numerators and denominators. And I get 30. Now remember, I multiplied by 100 to convert this fraction into a percentage. So this is 30%. And I can cross out my question mark, and label 30% on my bar. So 30% of Constanza's socks are black. Now let's take a look at question 2 on the handout. Marco went to the bookstore to buy a copy of the book, The Maze Runner. The regular price of this book was $14. At a sale, it was sold for $9.10. How much cheaper was it at the sale? Express your answer as a percentage. Once again, we're going to start by drawing our full bar. We know the regular price of the book was $14, so that's the whole amount. At a sale, it was sold for $9.10. So I'm going to label $9.10. I want to know how much cheaper was it at the sale. So I first am going to need to find out how much cheaper it was. So that's my question mark right there. The question mark is how much cheaper it was. Then I want to, after I find the amount for how much cheaper it was, I'm going to want to know the percentage. Now I can begin to solve. First, I can solve for our question mark here. So $14 minus $9.10 equals $4.90. So I can cross out my question mark and write in $4.90. Next, I want to find what percentage is $4.90 of the whole amount, because I want to express this number as a percentage. To do that, I'm going to say $4.90 out of $14 times 100%, because I want to multiply it times 100 to convert it into a percentage. Now I can cross cancel. Both of these can be divided by 2. And I can then simplify as well, so I'll rewrite it first. So I have 490 over 7 times 50 over 1, and I can simplify this fraction here. I can divide both by 1, so it would become 0.7 or 0.70 over 1 times 50. Now if I multiply 50 times 0.7, and I need to put my decimal place back in, I get 35. And remember, we're finding the percentage here, so that is 35%. So I can write in 35%. So when Marco purchased the book, he purchased the book at $9.10, which is 35% cheaper than the original price. Let's go over the last problem on our handout now. On Tuesday, Simon had 32 marbles. 25% of them are orange. Simon buys 8 more orange marbles on Wednesday. What percentage of his marbles is orange now? Now first I need to find what is 25% of 32. So I'm going to have 2 bar models here. First I'm going to draw my whole bar and label it 32 because on Tuesday Simon has 32 marbles. I know that 25% of them are orange, but I don't know the quantity yet. I know that that's 25%, so I'm first going to need to find 25% of 32. So 25% is the same as 25 over 100 times 32, 32 over 1. So when you cross cancel and solve this out, you will find that there were 8 orange marbles. So I can cross out my question mark and write in 8. Now I need to do a second bar model because I'm told that Simon buys 8 more orange marbles on Wednesday. That means that my total amount of marbles is going to change. It also means that my number of orange marbles is going to change. I want to find what percentage of his marbles is orange now. So I'm going to draw a second bar, the whole bar, and the whole amount is now going to be 32 plus 8, which equals 40. So my whole amount is 40. Then I want to label the amount that are orange now. There were 8 orange marbles. He bought 8 more, so now there are a total of 16 orange marbles. My question mark is the percentage. I don't know what percentage that is yet. I need to now figure that out. So 16 out of 40 marbles are orange. And I want to convert that into a percentage. So I'm going to multiply it by 100. I can cross cancel. I can then cross cancel again. If I were to rewrite this just so that you can see my steps and my thinking, I can not cross cancel. I can simplify my fraction here by dividing 16 and 2 by 2. So I have 8 over 1 times 5 over 1, which equals 40 over 1, which is the same as 40. And don't forget, I'm looking for a percentage. I just multiplied times 100 to get a percentage. So this is 40%. So 40% of the marbles are orange now.